Hi, welcome. um, my name is Brett Ferry, and welcome to my video presentation for my portfolio for my portfolio for my library science degree for Emporia State University. Um, so, like I said, my name is Brett Ferry, and I'm coming to the end of my experience in the program for Emporia State for the School of Library and Information Management. And so a little bit about me. I graduated in 2010 from Brigham Young University in the degree in Ancient Near Eastern Studies. And during the course of my undergraduate, I could do Biblical Hebrew or something like that. And I would be writing papers and everything. I discovered while I was writing the papers, and I enjoyed the subject matter of Biblical Hebrew and whatnot. I really enjoyed um, the process of gathering the information and knowing where the sources were, the sources of information were, and gathering the information, putting them all together, and thus, and then knowing that where to go back to when I had further questions. So, and then as I came to the end of my undergraduate, I figured I could go on and I could do a master's in Biblical Hebrew, but no one really just does a master's. You have to go on and do a doctorate. And I got married, and I got a job and had a couple kids at the time, and I decided I needed to do something else, and so I could continue working. And library science was one of the things that popped up, and I got a job at an archive, actually, and it just seemed too good to be true to have a job at an archive and also be interested in library science. So began the program in 2015 and have arrived at the end and have enjoyed it so far. And so right now I do work at an archive right now, and the program has been very valuable to me in furthering my knowledge of the basics of um, collection management and development and processing the archival records and maintaining an archive. Um, so that's where I am right now, and I hope that this, as the program comes to an end, that this has served as a good launching pad and will benefit me further in the future. I wanted to share two of my artifacts with you, and my first one was under the technical knowledge and skills area. I wanted to share that this particular artifact came from my 810 course, the Research in Library and Information Science course. And what it was it was our final project. It was a group project. I had two other people in this group with me. And what we did was we did a group project on investigating the possibility and the feasibility of forming a system, an interlibrary loan system for ebooks. It's kind of a problem. The ebook problem has kind of been a perplexing problem that's dogged the library community for a while. And while ebooks have been a boon for sharing information and doing it digitally, and as more people have personal electronic devices, it's been good, but it hasn't really taken off and revolutionized the library systems yet. And so we think that one of these reasons because it's such a pain to have the right amount of ebooks in your collection, and to be able to share an ebook with another library is just a nightmare, and in lots of ways it's even prohibited. So we came up with this project where we looked at whether an interlibrary loan model would work to have for ebooks that you could share ebooks across libraries, and that they wouldn't violate the agreements that libraries have with the publishers. And what we decided was that through the study was that the system would be beneficial for students and for libraries themselves, the library systems, but only if administrators and library librarians themselves were fully engaged in to making the system work. And if they let it go and weren't fully bought in into maintaining and keeping updated and weeding out ones that the ebooks that weren't being used, and then it wouldn't be worth it, and then the project would fail. But if they were able to maintain and curate the collection and develop the collection in a useful way for the students, then it could work, and it would be beneficial for both the ebook industry and for the libraries themselves. So what I liked about this project was not only did it help us learn about the technical side of ebooks, but also I learned to write a paper and come up with a project without seeing the other members of my group face to face very much. And in the professional field, that's the way it's done in writing papers. You don't see your partner very much, if at all. And being able to write a paper digitally across email and text and whatnot proved very beneficial. So I really enjoyed and was grateful for that particular assignment. My second artifact comes from my administration and management section. And this is the artifact that I'm most proud of. And what it was a disaster response plan for an archive, and it comes from the LI 809, the Introduction to Archives class. And I created the disaster response plan for the archive that I worked at, and it ended up being adopted and approved and is in use. And it's something that I'm pretty proud of, and I cared a lot about it because it was the archive that I worked at. And as you can see, it's basically I had to gather a lot of information and public contact information from directors and supervisors and all kinds of people to know who's handling what and who makes decisions. And so what we have is a phone tree of who to call when, and in what situations, if the building has been vacated. If the building has not been vacated, then how to call. This was very important to know for people, because the archive is patrolled 24/7, and so somebody would be there to need to know who to call. Second is then what? Not only the phone tree, but what goes on and what would need to happen if there was an emergency incident that happened. And so I gathered as much information as I could, and what would be the most likely. There would be water or fire, and what to do in those situations, and put in the checklist that would need to be checked off. And I'm really, really proud of this, and it turned out really well. So those are my two artifacts, and as I come to the end of the program, I'm grateful for the program, and I believe it's been beneficial for me so far, and it'll continue to be so in the future as I move on and continue in my career. So thank you.